It's time to tackle the wonderful world of Outlast. Hello, my name is G-Money Rockstar Billionaire. I'll be fine. I played Dead Space, I'll be alright.
You'll be 100%.
I am fearless. Hello, my name is I'm starting to shake. Oh no! What? Shh. Oh my god. I can hear. Oh! What the hell is that? Holy shit! Oh, hey, batteries! He's breathing really heavy, like Macho Man Randy Savage. That's creepy. Too spoopy, guys. It's too spoopy. This game's got me on edge. Dude, this is scary. I don't. Why is it so dark? People get murdered on the can. That's not cool. Spoopy, scary skeletons. Oh! Keep going. That wasn't that bad. I was just putting on a show. Oh! Oh fuck! What the hell is that? I don't like this music. Close the door, man. I'm not ready to leave this locker. I can just stay here. Just wait here for 15 more minutes, right? Oh my god! Oh, nope. So he's banging on the door now. Nope. Everything is awful. Oh! What the? In a face. Oh yeah! Shit!
What the heck?
Get him off me!
Oh my god.
Did I die? Am I dead? Am I dead? Oh fucking shit! What do I do? I wasn't ready for any of this. Oh no! It's coming! No! What do I do? He can't see me back here. He can't see me.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait.
Go away.
Outside your door?
Oh
my
no!
God,
No! Oh shit! Oh! No means no! Oh no! He's walking in here again! Go away! Oh shit! Baby, no way! Baby, no way! I think I'm dead! Am I dead? Where am I? I can't see what's going on!
It's like kind of.
Whoa! No! Ah, here I go! Oh, it's right there! What do I do? This game sucks. Dragonlark, I lied. I'm not gonna play this when I get home. I'm running! I'm tired! He's right behind us! What's going on? I don't know what happened! He came out of nowhere! He's like a bat out of hell! I don't want to play this anymore! Ah! You'll never catch me, Spider-Man! I'm pressing the buttons! Nothing's happening! Where's the breaker? I don't know button to press! I'm pressing all the buttons! I'm pressing the buttons and the things and nothing's happening! Dragonlark, I'm pressing the buttons! Go away! I'm so dead.
Oh god, this is how we die.
This is it. We run around in circles till we're dead.
No, oh my god.
Holy.
No, it's IR light, so it'll be black.
Oh, he's stupid.
Oh.
Hey, but he checked. He knows to check those things.
Oh, what the hell? No, go away! This is terrifying. Why do people like games like this?
Knows to check those things.
Oh, what the hell? No, go away! This is terrifying. Why do people like games like this?
Hello there, folks, and welcome to this week's Tiki Tuesday live stream. I'm Ciamoda.
And I'm CM Dragonlark.
And we have a slightly different setup for this week's live stream. Got a special guest, as you can see. Just introduce yourself, CM Dragonlark. Can you see the chat okay?
Yeah.
All right, we are doing our Tiki Tuesday live stream. We've got a new setup for our streaming room. But yeah, this is our weekly show where I answer questions about Ragnarok Online. And what we're going to do today is actually try out the classic test server and show you guys how to get started. But yeah, this is our weekly show where I answer questions about Ragnarok Online. And what we're going to do today is actually try out the classic test server and show you guys how to get started. Okay. So what we have coming in today, the big thing is going to be our new Halloween quest. It's one of our first new scripted quests we've had in a while, in fact. Let's see. Oops, gotta mute the stream. Sorry about that, folks. That'll probably make it sound a little bit worse. Saltiness in the chat, holy smokes. So yeah, what we have coming in this week is a new Halloween quest, which I'm looking at the script right now. You're going to be starting off in Veins, and it's a quest. You're going to be helping a little dog.
Yay.
You're gonna and we'll have the walkthrough for the quest coming up tomorrow. There's a missing dog quest. And some missing leaders and some monster killing in Rachel. So you'll want to be at a level where you can be fighting in that dungeon, fighting some Rachel monsters. And so we'll have that coming in on both Classic and Renewal server tomorrow. On Renewal server, we're also bringing in the Ecto Exterminator quest. We put it in on Classic last week, and people seem to be having fun with that. And so we'll have it on Renewal. We had some increased EXP and drops happen over the weekend because of the issues we had bringing Chaos back up on Friday. So that's going to be disappearing, but you know, we're going to be having more EXP events coming soon, so don't worry too much about that. We've got a spotlight on Niflheim and Glassheim, so the monsters that you can find in those towns are boosted. So let's see what we got coming in on Renewal this week. New turn-ins. And on Classic, yeah, the big thing is getting that new quest going, as well as we've gotten some really good feedback for the challenge dungeon. Squishy Soft says GHK wasn't boosted. If you can give me a monster to check, we can check that out. Not boosted on Classic. Huh. Alright, I can get that checked out. So let's get to the questions for Tiki Tuesday. Arcalaus Majoris. Richie Dagger is asking for a clarification about the project he's proposed that would be standardizing a lot of the descriptions for item text. And that's actually a really cool project that, yeah, we're definitely going to be able to get something going with that, either through Google Docs or Skype. Just having a way of getting in contact with players and working with them to standardize the descriptions on a lot of our items. We have 12 years of items, and you know they've all been localized by different teams and stuff like that. So there's a lot of non-standard stuff or weird translations that we definitely could get straightened out. So yes, thank you very much to Richie Dagger for suggesting that. Okay, 139-214-0604-1700-18137 says, following up on the question last week, can you provide a list of old blue box, old purple box, and gift box drops? They're basically the items in our game that, they're just like random boxes that drop from monsters. Old blue box is, old purple box is like, and gift box is just like different kinds of drops. But it's one of those items where the contents are kind of like the community knows what they are, but you know, if there's an update or something like that, there's not like an official list. And so I'm actually working on getting a list compiled that people will be able to see, okay, these drop from that box. Nirvana 21 says, hey Oda, can you get Camp to check his private messages? I sent him one a while ago regarding a proposal. And Camptor has replied to that. Zero Tiger says, the next question, any reason why the navigation system and the quest logs still don't work on the Dawada maps? It looks like when Karo programmed the navigation system, Dawada was one of the ones that wasn't put in properly. Unfortunately, the way that the map system works is that everything is programmed into there. It doesn't automatically update when there are new maps. So that kind of makes it a lot less useful. It's something that we can take a look and ask KRO about. Rachel Pam says, CM, when are you going to launch Will 1 on Thor? We're going to look at that towards the end of October. It shouldn't be too much of a problem to get that started. What we'll probably do is launch that, but we'll only make the treasure boxes available on the second week so that even if people take the castles, you know, you'll get a fair shot at taking it. Even if you're not online when the servers come back up. Let's see, 485-312-1207-14-1913-140 says, on October 22nd, maintenance new cards were added. And so that was the update that brought us the Queen Scaraba card, Paris, Palm Spider, Syndra Wasi, Buitojo, Leak card, Octopod King Cray, Kraken, Sirava, and basically a bunch of nautical themed cards. Will some of these cards be included in the current list of old card album? We actually asked Karo for their current update for the OCA, and they really haven't been adding new cards to there. So that is actually something that we're gonna try looking into, either by requesting like, hey, are you guys planning to put in any new ones? But it would be nice to have more cards available in OCA. Sun12 says, any news on Rebel? It's already late October. When will they come out next maintenance? Rebel or Rebellion is a new gunslinger class we have coming out from Korea.
I saw the banner, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a shooty class. There's still a lot of stuff that we're waiting on information for, so we haven't received the data for internal testing yet, but we are pressuring them for more information. Let's see, follow-up question. Some of those cards in the patch did not attach a prefix or suffix when compounded onto a gear. Can this be helped? Although this isn't much of a concern. Yes. Basically, when you put a card in in equipment, it'll have like the sunglasses of true sight, or haunted, equipment. And so that sounds like a missing file. So I'm sorry, I'm not having much for you to do.
I feel like after you're done with it, I just want to see when you.
Oh, I gotta power through these questions then.
No, I'm learning so much more about, because I think I'm one of the people who's played RO1 maybe less than anyone else. I do have a couple of characters in the game that I've gotten a little ways, but I'm interested in learning.
Israel Leela says Rebellion is a Duke Nukem Forever of Ragnarok. No, unfortunately, the Vend limit increase is a Duke Nukem Forever of Ragnarok. It's an update that basically right now there's a limited amount that you can sell. You can open up a shop in RO with your merchant, but there's a limit to how much you can price it at. Mm-hmm. So we still, with inflation, like things cost like over $1 billion zenny pretty regularly, and you can't price it like that in the shop, so you have to do like a trade, and so it's a real issue with like people getting scammed, or you have to have a lot of like signs open in RO, like, hey, I'm selling this for 4 billion zenny, 2 billion zenny. So it is difficult. Jenna says, I think I saw a question about this, but I forget the answer. Classic server questions. Is it possible to implement new hairstyles and color dyes? I saw a video with a black clothed scholar and high priest. Can we have a black dye option? Regarding new hairstyles, there are a lot of NPCs with interesting ones. I can go around and screenshot some if you need some ideas on which ones I'm talking about. But I don't know if I remember correctly if it's possible or not. For Classic Server, I think that'd be pretty difficult to do. On Classic Server, we have the issue we're introducing new sprites is difficult, if not impossible, for certain things. Like we're not able to put in a new headgear sprite unless we find a unused sprite and remove it, basically switch it out. We only have a limited number of spaces available of kind of like sprite numbers available, I guess you'd say. So unfortunately, that is not something I think we'd be able to do at this point. Cadbury Chocolate says, when will Thor server get the HOA and the investment board we needed, especially for WoW items from investment? We haven't talked about when those things would come in. The update for WoW 1. That's actually a really interesting question. It's kind of like, should we put it in at the same time we have WoW 1 come in? That's something we'll definitely need to talk about internally. Squishy Sauce says pallets aren't limited though. Getting them to work in RO is something that I feel like we have tried before, even back in the pre-renewal days. The issue with costumes is, or with the actual sprites that a character wears, for RO, I believe there's like a ton of different layers that make up a single sprite. So private servers kind of got away with it by just making all the sprites black so it blend a little bit better. But that's not something that would really look that great. Plus, they're not using the same engine we are, so getting things like alternate new costume colors or alternate outfit colors would be very cool, but I'm not too sure if that'll be possible. New Craze says, hey Oda, will anything be done about the Battlegrounds Shouter abuse at Classic? Yeah, please feel free to report that. We're investigating a case right now. Well, I mean, I guess somebody named Open Corey would definitely be saying that. Necroheliac says, please provide a list of enchantable costumes. Also, when will fall and winter costume boxes leave the cash shop? You just want to wave your arm?
Yep. It became dark. It's scary.
Yep. There we go. Yes, also working on building that list. When will the fall costume and winter costume boxes leave the cash shop? Those are in for maybe about 3 weeks longer. Rachel Pam says, Sam, are you still fixing storages on Thor? We still have storage problems. We still have storage problems on Thor. We're still working on fixing those when we get them, but the issue we have is that yeah, the Thor storage problems keep coming back up. So we're trying to track down all the cases we have. So please make sure if you have a ticket in, you know, please let me know what the ticket number is so I can make sure the Campador has your account information so that next time we do a fix. Virtual Rex says, Oda, I put a ticket in quite a few times and nothing's being done about this issue. The bottle NPC is always at negative bottles, meaning someone found a way to abuse it and get bottles that aren't really there. Yeah, that's something we definitely can check out. The way that NPC was made is very complicated. I know we've kind of been against making just a regular NPC for selling empty bottles, but yeah, that it's a very complicated solution to an issue. Squishy Soft says, with inflation constantly on the rise and the max Zenny being, what is it, 2 billion, are there plans for making the Zenny cap higher? If it's something that Caro has been able to make happen, some things like the Ven limit increase, it's something that we'd be able to request. But unfortunately, it is definitely not like a text file that we could just modify. Melly says, Halloween headgear / costumes to drop transformation candy, begging with puppy eyes. That's something that I have suggested to Captor maybe for next week, something like that. It'd be a fun thing to have for just like a couple of weeks. Yeah, the concerns that the production team had for having bottles just being freely buyable is that it definitely takes off any limits there might have been on the number of pots that people would be able, or the number of bombs people would have. I guess the reasoning being that right now it's a fixed or a reduced level than what would be possible if we just had an NPC selling it. But that's definitely the makeup of the server is different from how it was before. We don't have people who are farming bottles and low-level stuff like that. So, I think for a lot of things we need to, open it up on the Foundry and find out what the situation is on the ground for, are things available enough? What's the situation on Woe like? The main issue that I've had is that the amount of time we've had for development type work has been extremely limited between the Thor migration and just trying to run 3 very different servers. It is difficult for us to allocate the time towards purely development stuff, which is unfortunately what Classic needs the most. But it's every week I'm trying to ask, what is stuff that we can do for Classic server? I know the user numbers are definitely not what they were, especially during the summertime. And finding ways to keep things fun, to bring people back to the server, that's important to me. I think that's why it's important that, I've said this before, but I need you guys' help, especially with Classic server. It's a very interesting beast, Classic server, and the input from the community is extremely important to what we develop. The days of us kind of like not listening to what the community is suggesting, that's something that we can't really afford to do anymore. There are certainly different limitations we have on being able to develop new items, new headgears. But in terms of things like the challenge dungeons, things like classic tests, PvP tournaments, these are things that we actually are able to do. And I think, we all want Classic to do well. And so, like I said, I will need that help. Kamikaze says, gonna give a 50% EXP weekend event and an extra bonus determined by the winners of the tournament tomorrow. We're actually gonna do that. We didn't have enough time to put in the winner of the PvP tournament chooses the bonus, but we definitely will be able to do that for the Halloween Havoc tournament. So Zoe says, the community puts so much into this game, which I absolutely agree with. People work so hard to do all the things the staff don't have time for. And he sits there talking about how they need more time/manpower or whatever. And all I see is bad staff behavior, treats belittling, public humiliation, lack of caring, pushing those people away. That's probably, in all honesty, the least favorite part of my job is having to deal with people harassing other people. Like it makes me very sad to see how cruel people can be to other RO players. And, we do what we can to make sure that, the accounts are appropriately punished if they cross those lines. But I think this ties into the whole classic I need your feedback thing. I've made a lot of mistakes, and you guys are certainly able to tell me when I've made them. But, let's be civil about it. It just makes it difficult when anything, if I do something or if I don't do something, I get accused of bias towards one side or another. And it's like, that's not what I'm here for. Jay asks, the Tiki question is, make wanderers remotely near good at least, please. I think what we really need for renewal is a class representatives, people who would be able to put suggestions for better gear or better changes to skills. Lazarus says, hi Oda, will the Halloween costumes be enabled soon? Yes. Is it too late to request another Zenny wipe? People on Thor are likely hoarding Zenny to abuse incoming investment system. Zenny wipe, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. Plans to re-enable selected nerfed PRO items. We'd prefer to handle those on a case-by-case basis. Where do I seek assistance regarding constant decline / unable to process WPE purchases via debit card, MasterCard / Visa? Lazarus, I know that we've had a lot of players reporting payment issues, people from Brazil, people from the Philippines. Something's happening with the payment companies, so please make sure that you sent in a support ticket, support.warportal.com, and send it to the payment department. Please let us know. I'd definitely like if you'd be able to send me a PM with that ticket number so we can kind of fast track that. Will you shut Janeway down in Thor for the moment? I see people abuse botting on Janeway maps, especially the last map, to farm for aloe leaflets. Janeway on Thor server will not be around forever. We'll have to pick a deadline for that gonna go away. Is there an actual deadline for the removal of multiple storages in Thor? Which one do we keep as a VIP Caphra? The one in Mora has a different server name, while in regular Caphra it shows Valkyrie, Loki, Iris, etc. Moving of the items will prove hard if we don't know which one to keep and jump back and forth to Mora just to transfer them. I think that could probably be updated so that it'll be like, open storage, VIP storage, need to use Caphra, something so it'll make it more clear which ones are gonna no longer be available. Hoping you could reply in this thread since the storm in the Philippines just passed and the internet is really slow. Appreciate it. Thanks. I'll put the answers on there. Oda, let's get on a positive note, at least in my book. When will there be another 150-point box that has 3X battle manuals? You never know. We're working on the November boxes right now, so you can definitely check that out. So let's see if we have any more questions from the thread. That's it. So let's get into creating a new character on our classic test server. What do you think the name should be? Agi strength dex is pretty easy to do. Might make like a rogue class character. Rocky Bomb says make him Rocky Horror. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, this was not easy for us to get started. We've never had a classic test server, so this was kind of a special thing for us to come up with. Have you played RO1?
I have I think my highest level character is a level 68 dancer, I want to say.
That's pretty good. It is not easy to level, especially a support class character.
Yeah. I realized that after I started leveling her. I think at the time the idea was I was leveling with a group of people, and then, sometimes you end up leveling by yourself because they level up their characters, they level higher than you, and then you get to explore your own. The only problem I have, I like RO, I think it's super cute. I get lost easily in games, and so it's like maximum lost ability in that game. I want to go exploring, and then I'm like, where am I? What day is it?
All right, let's see. So here is the NPC that will actually help you with leveling. So I think we said that we're going to make a rogue type character. So let's get the thief points out of the way. So you said you had a dancer, so you kind of leveled up as an archer.
Yeah.
Do you remember the areas that you were leveling in?
I immediately got lost. I have no idea where I was at any time. At one point, I realized I needed to do a quest to become a dancer, and somehow found my way to Komodo.
Konbanwa, Muriel?
I'm probably somewhere around there now. Actually, no, I went questing. Again, maybe with that character.
Komodo is definitely a fun place.
I don't know. She's lost somewhere. I was leveling an alchemist too. I don't actually know what level my alchemist is. I just wanted something cute, and I got like a little fairy pet. I know that's not the technical term for that monster that is now befriended my character, but what are the alchemist pets called? Are they just pets? Are they homunculi?
Homunculi, yeah.
There you go.
All right, so level 80, 50 stalker. Let's get on my...
I took a really long time on the dancer quest. I can't even say. It was like hours of me trying to get the dancer right. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like, I have not hand-eye coordinated enough for this. Not even really dancing.
Well, I mean, we definitely have the problem where if you have lag, not so good, not so good.
At some point, I'll accidentally get this right. I did get it right though. I got my dancer, so yeah.
Okay, got Stalker. Now we're just going to level up. There we go. Now we'll get over to our test area. So this is a recreation of Islude. And so that's nice. You know, we have kind of all the NPCs you need to kind of get set up on Classic Test. It's weird, in RO the NPC that resets your skills is called the Mesmerist.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Rocky Mom, I have no idea how many attempts it took me. But there is something to be said for if you do something it's really difficult when you actually finally manage to win. It's kind of amazing.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some levels on that.
So what are you leveling? What kind of character are you?
This is our kind of rogue class Stalker.
You're invisible.
Yeah, so to kind of show off what the monsters look like, I'm going to be sneaking around in there.
Can you stay invisible, or is it just like a momentarily like blip?
You're definitely running out of SP.
Oh, so when your SP runs out, you're suddenly visible.
So these are the monsters that we have. They look like regular monsters, but they're actually quite powerful.
Oh, that's cute.
And they can do a ton of damage. As you can see, I'm not geared up. But just to show off how much damage they can do. So if you guys need to get Zenny on Classic Test Server, the friendly Kaffir will give you money to get set up with gear. And just like a mill Zenny, you know, nothing too big. Rocky Mom says get a dagger or ice pick or something. Yeah, that's definitely need some actual gear. Actually need to spend on skill points.
What are those monsters called that are in the...
Right now they just have kind of their plain Jane names like Kobold, but these are the challenge dungeon monsters. We have a whole section just talking about the changes that we're going to do to them. So the names of these are Kobold Leader, Kobold Melee, Kobold Caster, Kobold Ranged. And so they're all kind of like anthropomorphic dog monsters. And so they have different kinds of attacks, different kinds of AI, and some pretty cool skills as well.
When you say anthropomorphic dog monster, that brings me terrible flashbacks of Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
no.
I'm sorry. They don't look anything really at all like, but I'm just saying that description. Punching them with no weapons and skills doesn't do a lot of good. Well, unless you're really good at punching. actually couldn't keep watching that show. It was too sad.
Got a little too dark for me, yeah.
And
It's like, nah, I'm good.
I like to pretend it just ended exactly where I stopped.
What part was that?
It was when my favorite character died.
No, that'll do it.
It was really sad.
Was it the guy with glasses?
I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Well,
who hasn't seen
okay,
it.
okay.
Baby.
Spoilers for Full Metal Alchemist.
It hasn't been out that long. I don't even know, like 10 years or something. Whatever it was very, very sad. There was a funeral. That
I mean,
was very, very sad.
Fewer people die in Gundam series.
I have not watched any of the Gundam series. I think I watched it a couple times on like Cartoon Network growing up.
Shield, footwear, headgear. Let's see what we got here. You know, in Arl, it's all about the headgears you got.
I don't think that not watching anime makes you a bad Ragnarok player, Rocky Mom. Also, maybe the guy with glasses doesn't die. Who knows?
Well,
You have to watch it and find out, I guess.
Crispy Lay says, I hate Camille. Gundam protagonists, they are pretty hard to like nowadays. Kind of for most of the series, really. I think it's just like a Gundam thing that they're kind of like not good people. Thing Doer says, drops are in, we got a white potion box and nothing in it last week. Remove the level 90 gloves, earrings, necklaces, we can't wear them. Yeah, so yeah, we're still making changes to the dungeon. Also, an upgrade NPC would be pretty useful, I think. So, you know, for classic test, we've only, we've got a lot of things left to add to it, just so that people will be able to test it. Like, you kind of want to be level 99. You want to have gear that's similar to what you'd have on the live server. With cards and upgrades and all that. Because we're also going to be doing more than just testing out the challenge dungeon here. Ooh.
you glowing now?
Yes, it's the buff we have on. And there's buffs that can give you all kinds of crazy effects.
How will you be invisible if you're glowing?
Magic.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the selection of stuff is pretty limited at this point. Yeah, super limited. So this would be great for when we do a classic PvP tournament. But we have some really good feedback for what is going to change. Oh, you have a nice afternoon, Nero? But yeah, we're gonna work on getting that updated this week. I was hoping that we could put it in, but it looks like we still have some changes to make for the monster's HP. Yeah, this test server is open for everybody.
The lights keep changing. There we go. It's good stuff. Remembers that we're here.
All right, through a little bit of magic, we have an ice pick now.
Through a little bit of magic.
I believe that the map, I believe we changed Cobalt Leader. Yeah, this will murder my face.
Glowing and red. He's filled with rage and death.
Yeah, these are tough monsters to do without a party. But yeah, more changes on the way. Gonna work on that. In fact, right after this, I'm gonna try to get the remaining Fallen 500 characters sorted out, and get some changes to the test server. Special thanks to everybody who's been giving feedback on that. And so once we get the challenge dungeon in, there's a lot of other projects, alternative battlegrounds, kind of playing around with that, that I think would be a lot of fun if we're able to do. So I need to get to that. I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching. We'll have the next Tiki Tuesday thread up soon, so you guys can ask questions for next week's show. Special thanks to CM Dragonlark. Didn't really have much for you to interact with.
I was just sitting back here like a creeper, observing all. I learned a lot about RO.
Zoe says, I think the test server is viable for... I don't think the test server is viable for testing it with the gear on the dungeon. I definitely agree with that. I'd like to see it full stats on the main server. I mean, one thing we could do is, you know, once we get the AI and the stats of it settled, we could implement it on the main classic server so that people would actually be able to test with their real characters. But in terms of the drops, it sounded like there were some suggestions that people had. So I don't know if you guys would want it to have the drops live at the start, but I definitely want to get some challenge dungeon stuff moving, just so we can get that implemented, and so we can also be getting some fun new projects. Zoe says, yes, do that, but leave the drops out. I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oops, sorry, gotta help out. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Yeah, we'll see you guys in just a little bit with our next live stream. Please make sure to watch our Wednesday and Friday.
Food Portal Weekly.
These guys are going to be playing some horror games.
Tomorrow I'm playing Among the Sleep, so...
Yeah, that's where you play as a toddler.
Yeah, in a scary environment. I haven't gotten very far on that, so I have no idea. I literally got to the scary part and I turned the game off last time, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so I think that'll be appropriately scary. And this Friday is going to be Sim Nor, right?
Yes, actually, we have a promo for that too. If you guys
That's right. So before we leave, let's show that promo video. Green screen, we could have... Well, it looks good.
Working as intended with this, I think it was supposed to be more like a...
Oh, like a glitchy kind of thing.
Yeah, you know how like the old school, like...
Yeah, if you're a fan of horror games in space, I think that I'll definitely be around for that one.
I want to see... A lot of people want to see your...
I've already seen myself. I've seen Warren Hall, and I will see Nyor being really scared.
Yeah, if no one wants to watch me be scared, I think we could.
Well, you know, I mean, tomorrow is Back to the Future Day, so you guys should, while you're watching our stream, right afterwards, you need to watch Back to the Future Part 2.
Oh, right. I completely forgot that. I should be ashamed.
Okay, so thank you very much, folks, for watching. We'll be putting up the classic patch notes pretty soon, and we'll have the website up for the new Halloween quest as soon as we can. So thank you guys again for watching, and have a great afternoon.
It is a hat. I want a squid stuffed animal too. Had to give it back though.
We're still on. They can still hear you.
That's fine. I looked first to make sure.